What's going on, YouTube? C0L3 here, back with a brand new video. Today, as y'all can tell by the title. Hey man, we got a special video today. This topic actually just came to my head, y'all. Loneliness, right? And before we get into it, let me make sure I pull out the parking lot real quick. Make sure everything is good, right? But today we're gonna be talking about loneliness and how to be alone, right? Because a lot of y'all, man, if you like me, it's hard for y'all to be alone, and you find yourself alone a lot of times in situations. But in reality, it's a blessing in disguise, right? Because you get an opportunity to fully immerse yourself and submerge yourself in you, right? And what do you mean by that? You're like, man, excuse me, what do you mean? I just had lunch, y'all. What do you mean by that? You get an opportunity to really study yourself, really study your past, and really, I don't know, just open up to new things that you like and what you like doing, and just understanding who you are as a person. I felt like when I've spent my most times alone, I've learned so much stuff about myself and so many things that I needed to work on, and so many things I just had to accept about myself, right? I'm like, okay, I need to work on this. Okay, I need to work on that. Okay, I need to work on that. And those traits and those things that you need to work on get blinded when you're always surrounded by people, right? So I always was sitting by myself, and I was like, dang, like, why am I alone right now? Why don't people come up to me? Why don't people, try and talk to me? And it's mainly because, first off, I'm not going to blame it all on isolation. I'm going to blame it a little bit on myself too, because sometimes I don't take the initiative to meet people. Some days I do. I'm extra friendly. I'm real extroverted. And other days I'm just calm, laid back, chill. I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to dap people up. People might find that weird, but it's some days, bro, I just don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be social. I don't want to interact. The most you'll get out of me is hi and bye. That's some days. And other days, I'm real interactive and stuff like that. But I say all this to say, man, y'all got to learn how to be alone, man, because once you can sit by yourself, right, and be okay with that, you won't go for the bull crap anymore. You won't go for, people hitting you up just to ask you or just to use you for what you have and your resources. You won't go for that anymore, because it's like, you don't need this person. I'm cool by myself. I'm cool when you're here, and I'm cool when you're not here. You get what I'm saying? So why would I do anything that you're demanding? Especially if people hit you up out of nowhere and they want something from you. That's crazy. Somebody hits you up, man, and they want something from you, dog. Just go ahead and cut them off. Just go ahead and cut them off. Like, it don't gotta be nothing personal. It's never personal. It's just like, yo, like, why every time you hit me up, you want something from me? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, man, you just got to learn to protect your peace. You got to learn to have boundaries. You got to learn to, say no to certain people and be okay with cutting people off. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it's okay. You feel me? It's okay to do that. Me, I'm a nice guy, right? I'm starting to understand the realities of being a nice guy, right? You don't get your needs met. People walk all over you. People take advantage of you. Sorry, I was merging. People take advantage of you. People take your kindness for weakness. Like, when you're a nice person, it doesn't even have to be a nice guy, But especially for men, I feel like it's more detrimental because men will walk all over. Everybody will walk all over you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put your foot down, if you don't say, you know, nah, this is my non-negotiables, this is what I live by, this is what I stand on, everybody's gonna walk all over you, bro. And it's sad that, you know, nice people get taken advantage of because of genuinely being nice, but it's the reality of the situation. And like I said previously, I know I said in the previous video, don't stop being nice. We need nice people. You get what I'm saying? We need good, kind-hearted people that do good in the world, because there's not a lot of that, right? Or there's not a lot of that being shown. You get what I'm saying? So don't do that. You just gotta have to. You just have to have a balance. You have to set a standard, man. You gotta do that, man. So I say all this to say, just be okay with being alone. First off, I'm alone most of the time, and I'm actually starting to enjoy it. Like, there's no drama, there's peace, there's quiet. Yeah, sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, man, I wish I would get invited to a party, or but then again, it's like a party. I go to these parties and I stand in the corner and I wish I was home. So then why would I wish that I got invited to a party? Or if I do get invited somewhere and it's like a party or a function or something, I'm ready. I have a social battery. So once I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm trying to get up out of there. Like, I'm like, yo, man, I can't do this no more. Like, I gotta get up out of here. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. But yeah, the parties don't do nothing for me no more. I don't know. I'm only 22, y'all, and that stuff just doesn't do anything for me. You know, it was a point in time in my life where it did. You know, when I was 18, 19, you know, going out, that was fun. But now I just like chilling, you know, and chilling, go to the cigar lounge, go relax, I like working out. Somebody invites me to go hoop, I'm down, 100%. Let's go hoop. Let's go shoot some hoops, man. But if it ain't like nothing to that, then it's like, man, you know, I don't know. I just don't want to do everything that everybody else is doing. I don't want to do all of that. And once you start to realize, like, once you start to really be alone, you start to realize that some of these people aren't even meant to be in your life. Excuse me. And you start to weigh out, okay, this person's really for me, this person's really for me, this person's not really for me. Like, you'll start to be able to decipher who's for you and who's not for you, right? And that's just how it is, man. Like, you're not supposed to. I don't have many friends, y'all. I'm gonna keep it being with y'all. I have a select amount of people in my life that I trust, that I talk to, and it's very select because I like protecting my peace, y'all. I like, you know, I like protecting my peace. I like being at peace. And I'm fully okay with being myself. And it took me a long time to get here, but I'm glad I learned this at 22, because some people don't learn this until, you know, their 30s, their mid-20s, their 30s, their 40s. I'm glad I learned this now, how to truly love to be by myself and how to truly love to go out and do things by myself. Not saying that you have to do everything by yourself. You still want to have a healthy balance, and that's all life is. Life is all about balances. You still want to have some sort of a social life. You don't want to be an incel. You don't want to just completely get rid of people in general, but you want to have the right people around you. You want to have the right influences around you. You get what I'm saying? You don't want a lot of people that's doing a lot of things that you're not doing, you know? And that's truthful. Like, if you're not really a drinker and you're hanging around people that drink, what do you think's gonna happen? One day you're gonna pick up that drink, right? So, hey, man, I say all this to say, and especially, bro, with women. Oh, man. once you learn to be alone, and once you learn to, you don't got to talk to certain people no more, and bro, it's like a whole different ball game with women. I can feel it. I can feel it right now, y'all. And I just started getting into this. Okay, I don't really need this person. Like, they can just leave. And I'm cool with that. They can just go. Like, if I tell them, what I'm looking for, I'm not looking for nothing serious right now, and they are looking for something serious, I'm cool, because I'm cool with being alone. I'm cool with it. Back then, I would lead people on astray. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, I would demonstrate, or I would state, what it was in the front. But then on the back end, I was doing things that was tailoring to a relationship. So I was contradicting what I was saying. So throughout that, my actions misconstrued it, what I initially said. So, it's all a learning game though. Like, I learned that as well. Like, you're not going to learn the game of life without going through life. And to really learn, you have to make mistakes. So that's why it's okay to make mistakes. That's why it's okay to fail. That's why it's okay to have upsets and have, trial periods, and have, these moments where you're unsure. You get what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, there's only one person that's going to be there with you. There's only one person that's going to be with you in these moments, and that's you. And you have another spiritual person. This is God. I don't know which God y'all believe in, but God will always be there for you in these moments as well. So you don't have to fight every battle alone. But in the physical realm, when we come back to earth, you always have yourself. I always have myself, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So, and you just cut people off. You don't gotta deal with it. Cause why deal with it, man? You don't got to. They don't got to. Some of y'all real attractive. Y'all look good. Y'all doing good for yourselves. Y'all making money. Y'all got side businesses. You got a little bit of status. And you're doing really well for yourselves, but you put yourself around energy that drains you, that doesn't do anything but take from you. It doesn't do anything but take from you. If somebody is just taking, and not adding anything to you, then that's a one-sided relationship. And those don't usually last too long, right? So, hey man, if somebody's just taking, and they just love taking from you, and they love taking your energy, they love taking anything that they can, because they just love to take, you gotta get rid of that, man. You gotta, because you don't need that at the end of the day. I didn't need that, and I had a situation where I thought I needed something. I thought I needed a girl. I thought I needed these people to like me. I thought I needed acceptance. I thought I needed to fit in. I thought I needed these things. But in actuality, I don't need none of that. Like, I'm good. Like, I wake up. I'm blessed to wake up. I have opportunities, being thrown, not bragging. I'm never bragging. I'm always humble. But, I'm having opportunities. I'm doing good. I'm about to graduate, and it's like people gravitate towards successful people. And the more successful you get, the more people want to be a part of that success and feel like they deserve to be a part of that success, right? So it's like, well, who are you? You ain't hit me up in I don't know how long. Now you think you can just come and say something just because I'm doing better. I moved on from whatever it was, and I'm doing better in life. Now people want to hit you back up and see what you're doing, especially girls. They want to hit you back up, see what you're doing, and this is what it is, dog. Like, I'm on a different frequency. I'm locked in. I'm on a different mindset now. It ain't the same Jordan that you initially met. I'm not the same person. I'm glad I'm not the same person, because I would have invited these people back into my life, and they have no good intentions at all of me. They have no good intentions for me. You get what I'm saying? All their intentions is for themselves. But I let them back in my life because, it feels good. It's comfortable, you know. But I don't need them. I realize that. I don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. You know? It's not to say that I'm telling you to get rid of all your friendships and all that. No. I'm not saying that at all. Always have friends, you know. Always talk to people. Always build your net worth. You know what they say, your net worth is your network, right? So always, you gotta be able to communicate now, especially during these times. You gotta be able to talk. You gotta be able to communicate. You gotta be able to, you know, have conversations. So I'm not saying to not have conversations. What I'm saying is be okay with, you know, not being accepted by people. Be okay with that. Like, you can have a conversation with a businessman and you might tell him, oh yeah, you know, I need such and such and such and such. And, you know, okay, cool, right? And he never gets back to you. You know? You hit him up the next day. Oh, hey, it was nice meeting you. I'm thinking, can we connect on that job opportunity or that internship? And he never gets back to you. So it's like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And there's nothing you can say, man. There's nothing you can do.